Hey guys, welcome back. Doing the case break of Kaladesh, the new magic set out today. This is gonna be box number 2, and I apologize in advance if I cough all over you. This is because I'm sick. Not just mentally, but also physically. Got some flu going on, I believe. So, this might also be why I sound a bit different. Maybe even sexier. Nobody knows. Alright, moving on. As always, I will be going straight to the rare. I'll show you the rare, which is going to be a Nissa Vital Force. Vital Forge. No. Nissa Vital Force. Planeswalker. Seems pretty, pretty decent, but I still need to see it. I still need to see someone really bring it into a deck where it really feels at home. Kind of miss that still, but good card, good way to start down. Then we got Faithful Showdown. So getting a Planeswalker is always good. Even the blue red one, I believe, is pretty decent actually. But yeah, last box had some Gearhulks, so hopefully we got some of those. Spirebluff Canal. The new Fastlands in the enemy color cycle, so that's pretty nice. Good to get some of those. And we're still hoping for inventions. We got a foil forest though. Look at that art. That's pretty neat, if I do say so myself. And then we have a Insidious Will, which is a pretty dank card. Then we got foil Prakata Pillowbark, which is a common. And we got a Cultivator of Blades. Elf Artificer for 5. And I will, as always, do a recap at the end to kind of sort through the hits. Then we got Midnight Oil. And I don't, like in my last video, I don't just specify by what's money. There's some cards that I foresee will make some waves in standard. But, really, except for maybe like 8 cards, nothing in this set of the Storm Rock is worth anything. So, and I believe that will change. I think that people are expecting this set to be really bought out because of the inventions. Meltwater Colossus. But I think people fail to realize the fact that, the guys that normally buy a ton of product to open and then resell, they're not going to be doing that because there's nothing in the set really to resale. Territorial Gorger. If you're a vendor, then I mean the small percentages you're gonna make off this set with the current value is just, it's not gonna be very nice. Foil Spirebluff Canal. So that's a pretty good one. And then we got a Etherflux Reservoir. So I think that a lot of the prices have tanked, especially after the inventions were spoiled, and I can understand the sentiment. Really, I do. Concealed Courtyard, so that's another fast land. Real nice. I can really understand the sentiment that, we saw it with the Battle for Zendikar card, that only a few, like Gideon, only a few cards were worth anything. Then we got a foil Tesseret's Ambition. And then we got an Inspiring Vantage. So a lot of fast lands so far in this box. Very nice. And it makes sense, at least for Battle for Zendikar, because there were expedition fetches. Then we got a metal spinner puzzle knot. And killed off, look at that. A dead servo, and then a Boomer Carrier is the rare. So I kind of think that the tanking of the prices is a little bit dramatic. So I would probably, if there's stuff you need and it's not Chandra, then I would probably just buy the singles right now. Cultivator's Caravan, pretty nifty card. Kind of love these new vehicles. I think they're pretty cool. They're not all good, but you know, kind of like the idea. So yeah, definitely. I'm thinking, you know, I do this because YouTube, and I enjoy having, you know, stuff trade bait, and then I end up playing all kinds of weird ass cards. So just having, you know, all the comments, having all the uncommons, having a shot at the inventions and all that, I kind of enjoy that part of it. We got an Etherborn Marauder, and a Cultivator of Blades, number 2. And I believe we had 0 in the first box of those. So anyway, I think that a lot of the prices will go up, especially on the Gearhawks. Combustible Gearhawk, Speak of the Devil. That's the red one. One of the, I believe, touted to be the worst of the Gearhawks. But I like all of them. I gotta say, I do. So yeah, that's where I'm at. You know, I do this because I enjoy it. Then we got a Demon of Dark Schemes, which is one of the mythics you really don't want to see, I believe. Seems kind of lackluster. One of the new, you know, energy cards. But yeah. I would have taken a Black Gearhawk over that guy, that's for sure. Then we got a Terror of the Fairgrounds. That's a common. Kind of warped as well. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Then we got an animation module. That's the rare. So we'll see how it pans out. I don't believe there'll be, you know, because looking at I kind of like the idea of having that subset, and I'm all for prices, especially on standard cards, going down, because being able to buy a deck for maybe like 60 to 100 bucks, that feels, you know, like somewhere where you want to be. You don't want to be playing, you know, confiscation coup. You don't want to be paying, you know, €100 for a deck and don't be competitive. You want to pay, if you pay €100 for a deck, you kind of want to, you know, be up there. And I kind of feel like that's you know, these inventions, that's what they can do. Scrap Heat Scrounger, number 2. That's what they can do for the format, and I think that's cool. But looking at the inventions and the target audience for those inventions, I mean, there's a few items. We got a Madcap Experiment. Might be a nod to the old Madcap, which was crazy. But yeah, we'll see how it pans out. Padim, Console of Innovation. Impress me. Nice flavor text. Clean up a little bit here. Real quick. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. Alright. Last third of the box. So I think, you know, for new players, it's great. And for people like me who want to... Ooh, Blooming Marsh. Another fast land. I think we're up to 4 or 5 now. Damn. Who like to build like a lot of decks. It's great because I can, you know, it's easily affordable, it's readily available. Marinette Master. So I think it's great in that aspect, but I also think that the prices right now don't reflect, you know, the real prices. Even though it's you know, at release, I think Insidious will. I think that some prices are bound to be going upwards, especially on some of the mythics. So simply because Key to the City, the inventions, while very cool, I don't think they have the same pull as you know, a whole expedition cycle of just fetches and shocklands. Then we got a Nature's Way, uncommon, and foil, and then we got a Syndicate Trafficker. But we'll see. We'll see. As I said, I'm no expert, so this is me spitballing. So, Etherworks Marvel. One of the cards that people are really trying to break. Really, really hard. So, and I think consensus is that if somebody breaks it, then it's gonna dominate standard somehow. I'm not sure. Because there's, apparently shenanigans happens. Multiform Wonder. Panharmonicon. So far 2 boxes and no inventions. And no foil mythics. 1 good foil rare. Then we got a foil Kambal Console of Allocation foil. And our rare is a Depala Pilot Exemplar. Dwarfs are back in style. Doesn't really look like a dwarf, but that is what she is. Need more allies though. I play allies in one. That's fun. And then we got the Pioneer Human Artificer. So she made it. And 2 boosters to go. Got a Smuggler's Copter, so surefire hit. Very nice. And Syndicate Trafficker. Alright, so doing a brief recap. Let's have a look. Smuggler's Copter, definitely a hit. Then we had, just going over the files real quick, we had Campbell Console of Allocation, that's a file. We had Etherworks Marvel, that's a mythic. Not sure, it's going to be anything. Then we got Blooming Marsh, one of the fast lands. Then we had, let's see, Demon of the Dark Schemes. Demon of Dark Schemes, not the Dark Schemes. A mythic. Combustible Gearhulk, mythic. Then we had Inspiring Vantage, Fastland. Concealed Courtyard, Fastland. Then we had Spiral of Canal Foil, Fastland. And then we had, let's see, Spiral of Canal again. And then we had Nissa, Vital Force. Not Forge, which I kind of want to say all the time, all the live long day. Alright, stay tuned. I will be right back with box number 3. Thanks for watching. Cheers.